Hi, Scott McKinnon here with Monstars MMA in association with Fightbook MMA. We're going to go live with Cage Warriors Grand Prix winner Danny Williams. Danny fought on Saturday. After losing his semi-final fight, he got another opportunity, and he took that opportunity at Cage Warriors 100 in the Grand Prix final against Jordan Peak. He won by unanimous decision, I think it was. So we're going to get Danny on, see how he's feeling, and see if he knows what's next for him yet. So whilst we wait for Danny, go check out Taste Teas. Go check them out. Use discount code MONSTARS10. Go check out CBD Life UK and use discount code MONSTARS15. Also go and check out Beard and Bones UK and use discount code MONSTARS10. And go and check out Ultimate Fighting Outlet as well and use discount code Monstars MMA. So we'll wait for Danny to come on and we'll get talking. Danny's on. It's not letting me add him for some reason. So we'll try and get Danny on, hopefully. Here we go. Just adding Danny now. Hopefully we don't have any technical issues like we have in the past few interviews.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
How we doing, man?
Not bad. Yourself? How are you?
Yeah, good. Just having stress. Someone's trying to ring me as we're on this. Like,
So how you feeling?
always the way, isn't it? Yeah, good. Thank you. Get myself together now.
Good stuff. It's been a crazy couple of months for you. We spoke just before Saturday, and we said the roller coaster you'd been on. So has it stopped yet? Hopefully we haven't lost Danny. Yeah, we have. I'll try and get him back on. And Just wait for Danny to come back. Yeah, he should. He was just getting a phone call just before we started, so hopefully he comes back. Oh, there we go. Don't know why it's not letting me add him back. There we go. Right, now I'm going back. Hey, there we go.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think
so
we're there now.
yeah, so I said we spoke just before Liverpool, before Cardiff, and we said about the roller coaster you'd been on over the past couple of months from Liverpool in September to getting the phone call to saying you were back in as the roller coaster stopped yet for you.
Yeah, I think it has, yeah. Starting to settle down and I do apologise if anyone's watching and I haven't replied to you yet. I do apologise because I'm trying my best to get around to him. I haven't stopped since I've been back. It's just a lot of people I'm still getting around to thank for their support and their messages. So first of all, if any of you don't take it to heart, I literally am doing the best I can right now. It's more than what I can handle, to be honest with you.
You need to get yourself a PA.
Yeah, definitely one day. The only thing is, you lose personal touch with that, don't you? And it's one of them, isn't it? So if everyone could just have a little bit of patience and understanding, that'd be great. I'm trying my best, like. But yeah, the roller coaster has stopped, let's just say, and starting to see what I've got in line, and I'm looking forward to the future, of course.
So yeah, obviously it was kind of emotional for you. Obviously, I was in Liverpool to watch your semi-final fight, and that didn't go your way. To the heartbreak of not getting the chance to fight in the Grand Prix final, to then getting the phone call to say that you were in, to actually and then fighting in your home at home basically against another guy from Wales, to then winning it. I can't imagine to start to think how you're feeling.
It's a good little story, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of a fairy tale, and you got the fairy tale ending. Really, it's one of them things they'll look at it, and it's one of them things that people will look at in MMA, like, oh, it's kind of like he's got a little bit of a sob story, or what people look at for the Ultimate Fighter. There's a sob story, there's something there, and it's for the people to like other fighters and stuff like that. But you put in so much hard work and so much dedication to the sport, and you're truly passionate about it, and you want to win. It's kind of one of the things that put the cherry on the cake of your hard work for the year.
I think that's what was the difference on the night, to be honest, yeah. I know, obviously, everybody wants to win, but I felt that I really, really wanted it. Everything was riding on it for me. I think he was too comfortable. For the fact I thought that he could just roll in there and just do what he wanted to me. And I don't know, I think I felt it at the weigh-ins. I think he realised how much I wanted it at the weigh-ins. And then when he walked into that cage, I looked at him and I was like, mate, I want it, you know what I mean? I really want this.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to give it my all. And even though there was a lot of pinpoint positions in the fight, I was working the whole time. Yeah, my mind was, I was really working how much I wanted it. Do you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, and in a sense, you kind of went in there and you had nothing to lose, really.
Trust me, I had so much to lose. I had everything to lose.
Yeah, yourself you did. But in the sense of some people would have looked at it as in you didn't deserve to be there because obviously you didn't win your semi-final one. To go there and actually win it is something crazy. And then obviously, like you said, Jordan, you probably wanted it more on the night, and he thought he deserved to be there and he deserved to be the winner already before you even fought.
Potentially too comfortable, yeah, potentially. It comes with experience. So we had a great little chat after the fight. I respect him. Do you know what I mean? But it's just I think there was a little bit more riding on it for me. Like I was saying to you, bringing the support I had going to war with me once again. It's like I couldn't let him down. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't. So we were going to go all out if we were going to lose.
I take it you spoke to him before you seen his interview.
Yeah, I spoke to him before I'd seen the interview. The after. I mean, I don't know. I try to stand with him. Do you know what I mean? It's a smart man's game, isn't it, MMA? And I think when he has a few more fights, and he gains a bit more experience, you'll come to realise like that, as I have. Do you know what I mean? I had to learn it in my last one, didn't I? Just
Yeah, like you say, it's a cutthroat sport, and you have to. It's a game of chess. You have to find your opponent's weakness to prevail on your strengths to make you come out on top. No one's going to give you this sport, and no one's going to give you the win. You have to earn it, and that's the thing. It's not just using your hands and your feet. You have to use your brain as well. So it's more for your coaches and stuff like that as well. So if they've looked at your opponent's game plan, and then they say to you, you need to go in and do this, and you need to execute it well to get the advantage. And that's clearly what you did.
Yeah, like that was my game plan throughout going in there. That was it. So in my eyes, I executed what I planned. So whether he thinks that's he's entitled to his opinion on it. At the end of the day, he said his wrestling was one of his strong points, but I feel he was out wrestled. So
yeah, and obviously from your semi-final, you knew that you had to work on your wrestling, and the thing I like that you put into perspective a lot different to these other guys. Obviously, when I say, and a lot of people say, you learn from your mistakes and you learn more from a loss. It's you always say that it's how you work on that and how you change your game from that loss that means more than instead of actually just saying you learn a lot from a loss.
definitely, if you look at all my MMA fights, I've never done that. I've never fought like that. And the only reason why I fought like that is because I got exposed like that in my last fight. I know, for everyone on my team and supporting, what's the point me losing and not correcting that mistake? Yeah. So that's what we all did here for 7 weeks of prep. That's all we really did. I didn't do much stand up. I did enough, but not, it wasn't my main concentration. And what's the point training it here all the time if you're not going to prove it out there in the outguns? So I wanted to prove to everyone that I'm not an idiot. You know what I mean? I've learned from my mistake, and I realised how important wrestling is to MMA.
Yeah, that's kind of what took me back about Jordan's interview. That's why I asked if he had seen it, because obviously he said that you went in there and you just tried to hold him down and you just tried to grind out the result. But that's what happened to you in your semi-final. And it's not as if you come out of it and you were bitching and moaning like, he didn't come out to fight, he came out to do this, he came out to do that. It's a technique of game plan. And in the semi-final, clearly your opponent worked on his game plan and found your weakness sort of thing to get the win. And you corrected that and executed your game plan in the final.
I wanted to do more when I had him pinned down, but he was very, very good off his back. Yeah, he was constantly, even though I'm pinning him down, he's constantly looking to catch me. Yeah, I wish I could have done a little bit more, but I feel he was so good off his back. But if I would have just gone for a little bit more, he would have taken what he wanted.
Yeah, I've watched the fight back, and I've seen that he was trying to throw a few arm bars in there from off his
Yeah,
back and a few triangles and stuff. And like you said, you couldn't have tried to do it and make that mistake to then get caught.
yeah, exactly. I think if they were 5-minute rounds, though, it would have been a different fight altogether as well.
Yeah, I went back and watched it on YouTube, and one of the things I want to ask you: the start of the second round, he landed 2 good shots. Were you any trouble at all or anything like that? I see you were
I'll be
rushing
honest.
in, and he hit you with them, and then you just went into the clinch.
I'll be honest with you, man. I didn't feel a thing, not a thing. But I believe I can take a punch anyway. You know what I mean? I've sparred with monsters in this gym, like true heavyweights. I'm just being, to the point where I'm concussed multiple times. I've had hard spars in my time, so I know I can take a shot anyway. It's just I haven't done much of it, in the last year because I've come wise into trauma to the head, and it's not the smartest thing to do doing it all the time. But yeah, I've proven in the past that I can take a shot. And when he hit me twice, like in the third round it was. And I was like, yeah, that's a decent shot. I'm already up 2 rounds. Why would I want to get caught into a dogfight right now? Yeah, when I'm beating him stylistically anyway. So it didn't hurt at all. And literally, my legs, if you look at my footwork, that's all fine. Everything's strong. Like, it just didn't. Yeah, I didn't feel it, but I knew I'd been hit with something. I didn't want to be hit with it.
They just looked like they took you a bit by shock, and obviously you were moving in to get the clinch at the time anyway. So one of them was as you were just started, and then the second one was when you were almost right in front of him, and then by the time he'd hit you with it, you had already clinched him. So, but they were probably the 2 biggest shots that he landed in the fight.
Yeah, I had him hurt in the end of the first round as well. Like, it wasn't hurt anyway. Like, I just thought, hold on, I've been not comfortable, but I've managed not to get hit like this for the first 2 rounds. Why am I getting sucked into his fight? You know what I mean? So I just back-footed out of it and spaced off, and we went back down to the ground again, didn't we? I got judo throw. That was it.
When did you kind of know that you'd won it? Was it by the end of the third round? Because when I looked back and watched it, it got to the start of the third round, and I think he looked over and seen that you weren't taking very deep breaths, and he sat on his stool at the end of the second, and he took a couple of massive breaths, and he had his hands on his knees, he was leaning over, and he looked completely defeated by that point already. And then when you got up to start the third, you were still active, you were still bouncing, you looked still fresh and completely like you could have went another few rounds. And in his face and in his body, he looked like he'd just given up already.
Yeah, like we went there ready for a 5-round fight. We'd been training for 5 rounds, for the entire camp. And then we get there on the day. I don't know, man. They said to us it was 3 rounds, so I was like, "Whoa, hold on, this is a game changer." Because I've been 5 rounds twice before, like, and I was thinking, well, I just said to my coach Sean, I was like, "We've got to come out really fast, yeah, from the start and hard. Like, we're fit enough for it, so let's do it." And I just think I wanted it more when he walked into the cage. I think he realised what he was in for then. Yeah, he was probably me at my strongest mentally. So you're tough. You're fighting against a guy with 30 fights. Yeah, who's never been TKO'd, never been KO'd. Like, you know what I mean? Despite my record, there are only submission losses. And if you get me on a bloody good day, you're going to get a good fight. It's as simple as that. Yeah, it's right, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
And like you say, you've got the experience there, and I know, like I say all the time, you still want to win as an amateur, but like you changed your game from when you had your losses. I mean, you were almost a completely different fighter on Saturday to what you were in Liverpool. Obviously, like you said, you've worked on that game plan. You knew what you had to do, and you knew the sort of flaw in your game really. So now you know what to do to make yourself more complete because you had the stand-up game. I know Aaron Woodward posted a video earlier of your KO win on UKFC. So we know you've got the stand-up game. So the wrestling was kind of the only thing that you had to
to improve on. And after Liverpool, you have done that, and you showed that on Saturday.
Thanks. I'm glad you can see that. You know, I'm only 5 fights with a coach. Like all them fights I've had, so that's 25 fights without a coach. Yeah, completely independent. And you know, apart from obviously we've got a strong team here, but I've only lost one fight with Hammer. You know, and it was a unanimous decision. It didn't really get hurt. Do you know what I mean? It's like since I've had coaching and have that the team at there. Do you know what I mean? Since I've had them, it's everything's coming together now. Do you know what I mean? So I think the best is yet to come. Yeah, you know, working alongside them.
Yeah, and like you said, it's always good to. Could you imagine what it'd have been like if you had him at the start?
It would have been brilliant, wouldn't it? It would have been. But you know, honestly, I've enjoyed the journey. It's turned out perfect. Yeah, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm really happy with the way things have gone. You know what I mean?
Obviously, you want to win and you want to have a good amateur record. Everyone does. No one's going to turn around and start the game of MMA and turn around and say, "Yeah, I don't mind if I'm 2-10 or 10-10." Obviously, you want to win. You want to have an undefeated record, and the way you've handled the losses that you have had and come back from them, it's good to see. And obviously, you're like an inspiration to the younger generation of people starting it and stuff like that. Because even though you have got, is it a 12-10 record? Is it?
So 12-11 it is.
People aren't going to turn around and say, "Oh, you don't want to look at this guy because he's 12-10." If they look at the journey from when you fought your last fight on UKFC to what you are now, even though it's only 3 fights, you'll see a massive difference. And it's something that, you know, if you put your mind to it and everything like that, you can change your game and you can change who you are in your mindset in the game.
It's only 2 unanimous decision losses in the last 9 fights. It's nothing really, is it? You look at the last 9 fights, I've lost 2 unanimous decisions. So, you know, to be honest with you, you want to forget about the previous featherweight. You know, when I was at featherweight cutting 25 pounds, you know, doing it all by myself, new nutritionist, nothing. So I didn't even have maths for the first 5 fights. You know what I mean? And I was fighting people with huge records. You know what I mean? So yeah, as my old coach used to say, records are for DJs. You can spin that shit wherever you want it. Do you know what I mean? It means nothing. So as long as you learn from them, you know what I mean.
Getting back to Saturday, and you were standing there waiting for the result. How did it feel when they announced that Danny Williams is the new European Grand Prix champion?
Well, it was more for like self-satisfaction. Yeah. Many things going through mind, but like I've been saying I belong in that top 10 ranking system for a long time. Yeah. The last guy I fought was Lewis Garside. Now, if you can ask him, we had a great scrap. Yeah, it was a proper fight on Ian Freeman's show many years ago. It didn't go my way. I got triangled by him in the second round, but up until that point, you know, it was a proper fight. So here was my chance again to fight, you know, a top 10 fighter. And, you know, arguably I won the first 2 rounds and the last round was a draw. So, you know, it was nice to solidify my position, you know, in the top 10 and to, you know, the Cage Warriors European Amateur Champion. It's like, apart from the eye maths, it's got to be the biggest title you can get on the amateur scene. You know, there's no bigger name than Cage Warriors out there, is it, amateur-wise? So to have the European Championship title it's something else.
Yeah, really I seen after the fight you had a little chat with the Big Cheese with Graham. What did you say to him after when you shook his hand?
Well, I went straight over to him and I said to him, "Well, look, I do apologise. It wasn't the most exciting performance, like." And he said to me, "I don't know who's won." I was like, "Yeah, I know who's won, yeah. I know who I've won, yeah." Because the decision hadn't been announced yet. And, you know, my body language is happy and whatever. Anyway, so I was like, yeah, don't worry, I'm going to work on that. I'm going to make sure things are going to get a bit more exciting if I get them to the ground next time. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it was great. It was nice to nice to be. I wasn't expecting him to give out the trophy, so that was a real nice surprise.
Yeah,
And
it obviously keeps it on a little bit of a personal note as well. Obviously, knowing that he's the president of Cage Warriors to be there for the whole thing.
yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. You can see him. You can see him in the corner watching the fight on the YouTube one, on the official video. So it's great to see him taking notice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he does it to keep an eye out for the next big star, because obviously we know even people like Dana White don't go to the prelims on the UFC. So for him to be that dedicated to the sport and that involved with it, even with the amateurs, it must be a nice little touch.
Yeah, most definitely. I think it's amazing that this is the first time Cage Warriors has ever done a Grand Prix. So all of us who were part of it and who won it, you know, it's something for the history books, that, isn't it? Cage Warriors 100, fighting for the first European Championship Cage Warriors ever done for the amateurs, and giving out a professional contract at the end of it as well. It's just like, you know, it's a blessing, isn't it? It really is.
So I've just got a message from someone that I work with at Fightbook MMA. He said, "Tell Danny," I said, "top fucking job on winning the title. There's something about Danny that makes him stand out from most of them." It was from Emmett Glenn.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for watching and supporting. And hopefully we'll go all the way, yeah? I got some great ideas.
Now you've settled down a little bit and Saturday's nice and relaxed. Have you had time to think or talk to anyone about what's next for you? I know you want to do the IMAFs.
Yeah, it's to be honest with you, it's still really early days. I haven't concreted anything, but like on the Sunday, Adam Terr from FCC apparently, you know, wants me to fight for the FCC belt at featherweight. I'm not sure if Paul Reed wanted me to fight for featherweight Cage Warriors Academy belt. That's in February. And then obviously there's the IMAFs, the European IMAFs in Belfast in June. And then there's the World Championships in Dubai. For me personally, I just want to grapple now all the way next year. Yeah, I don't want to fight. I know what I need to work on. You know, for me to be complete, it's right out there. I've put it in the testing field many a times. I would love to just grapple the hell out next year, work on all my footlocks and
get yourself involved in some jiu-jitsu competitions.
100%, and try and establish myself a respectable name on that circuit, you know, and cross the two worlds over. So I'm hoping to do. No, I'm not hoping to do. I got the IMAF trials January 20 now, here in North Wales. So if anybody from North Wales now wants to join in on that. That is the date when the trials are held. The venue's not been set yet, so more details will be released on the venue, etc. But more Welsh fighters we can gather together, the better. Well, the better trials day. So January 20, that is. So I'm going back to camp tonight. I've got Brett Johns coming down here tonight to do a seminar. Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I've seen your picture with him afterwards as well on Saturday.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's such a cool guy, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose it's good to have people of that caliber that are at the top of the sport.
He's brilliant.
Kind of in your corner sort of thing, and they'll give you that support and everything like that.
His whole team are amazing. Aidan James and, you know, Ashley Williams and Scott Penderson. They're all top guys, yeah. They're like really nice guys. Like they're you know, they're inspirations to MMA themselves. You know what I mean? They really are. Like, so Brett's been really good with me from the start. He's been backing me up from the start.
I'm sure he can help you with them submissions and leg locks and stuff like that.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, he's coming here tonight to teach a 2-hour seminar. So I'm absolutely buzzing for that. It's going to get me right in the mood. So I'm just going to prepare now all the way for January 20 trials. I want to blow them guys out of the way. So anybody who's not in the trials and they're not looking after themselves after Christmas, I'd be, you know, if you want to get on.
Slim Christmas for you.
Oh, definitely, definitely. You need to take care of yourself over Christmas and prep for the IMAFs, yeah. That's what I'm going to do anyway.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
good.
there's Empire Grappling, isn't there, January 26. So that'll be my first grappling comp of the year, I believe, with Jake Cross. Yeah, Jake Cross runs it, Empire Grappling. I
Yeah.
think it's in Yorkshire. I think it's January 26, yeah. So
Yes,
that's
now it's just
going
going to
to be...
get a little bit busier for you.
Yeah, I need to hit loads of them comps, like try and get as much of them in. And if I can hold off, I'd prefer to hold off all the way to the Worlds if I can get picked for the team. That'd be the ideal scenario. Just grapple all next year and then hit Dubai for the IMAFs World Championships in November.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you've seen these comments coming through, but Reese McKee, who obviously fought in Cage Warriors as well, just said, "Well done, pal."
Nice one, Reece. I was really chuffed to see you get the win on Saturday too, man. It was brilliant. It was a great performance. I'm glad you were with Cage Warriors as well. That's awesome, yeah.
Yeah, I was speaking to someone about that last night, about why a lot of the stars from Bama are going, and it's good that people like Cage Warriors are getting Reese McKee and stuff like that. It's helping both parties grow in the sport.
It's amazing, yeah. No, it's awesome. I was really chuffed to see that Reece got signed with Cage Warriors, and then there was a post on Twitter saying so many likes on this post, and we'll get Reece McGee a fight on Cage Warriors 100. I was like, man, I will get you likes on that post. I have to see him fight. Yeah, you know what I mean? It was like, this card is crazy anyway, and it just kept getting crazier. That 100 card, like, mental.
Yeah, it was one of them things, and obviously because they done the amateur Grand Prix as well with the different weight categories, it was good that they done the tournaments for the titles that Dean Truman and Jack Shaw won.
Brilliant. Good way to finish it all off, wasn't it? That's good.
Yeah, and I seen an interview that Graham Boland done, and he said that he might consider it again. Obviously, it just depends on if the fighters are available and what condition they're in, and if the events are there. So it's always something we've got to look forward to in the future with Cage Warriors as well. And it gives a bit of excitement, and it gives the structure of knowing when you're fighting and who you're fighting.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
I suppose that gives you that bit of confidence now. Obviously, with whenever the talks are for the pro contract, a lot of people find it really, really hard to try and find fights as a pro, and especially multi-fight contracts.
I know.
And especially in one promotion as well. So that put everything else on top of what you already had for your fight on Saturday.
It's
had that structure there.
That's it. Yeah, that structure is just, it's unbelievable, isn't it? You know, right now I can't really see myself even needing a manager, because the next 5 fights are set with Cage Warriors. Well, you know, it's
A waste of money.
it's 20%, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So I've got a plan. I've got a really good plan, yeah. So hopefully it will all work out. But yeah, it does save a lot of stress. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't need
it's
to
kind of
just...
half the game, really, isn't it? Because then you're not
Oh,
chasing
definitely.
promotions or trying to put yourself out there too much to waste time doing it for promotions to say no or yes or maybe. Because then if you get a cancellation on another promotion and you're only there for one fight, you've wasted 3 months of a training camp to have it cancelled, and then you have to do another bit more extra promo pestering these other promotions and stuff like that to try and get another fight.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's like no one else in Europe I'd want to be with as well. Do you know what I mean? It's like I wanted to be with Cage Warriors, so to get it all set out, it's just it's crazy.
Yeah, it goes back. I spoke to Brendan Loughnane the other day, and obviously he hasn't fought. He fought Celtic Gladiator, but before that he hadn't fought in 370 days. So something like the contract that Cage Warriors handed out to the amateurs is what he wanted, but he's struggling to find fights and stuff like that. So it's one of the things you have to go to a promotion like Celtic Gladiators to get that fight. And now he's in talks with, I don't know what promotion. I almost got it out of him, but one of them things. It's half the battle for you, really.
The UFC just needs to sign Brendan. It's ridiculous that they haven't done it already. It doesn't make any sense to me. Do you know what I mean? He hasn't really lost. Like, you know, he's got 3 decision losses, which are controversial. It's like, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit unfair, really. Now, do you know what I mean? He's doing everything right. They need to sign him, I think. You know what I mean? He's got everything. He's not even, you know, he's like exciting as well. It's mad. What?
I got a message earlier saying that him and Paddy Pimblett are going back and forth on Twitter.
It's not going to happen. I've spoken to Paddy in Cage Warriors 100. It's not going to happen, that fight. You know, it's not. You know, he's going on holiday around that date, so he's not even going to be on the February card. Like, so
yeah.
you know.
So well, it'll be disappointing if he's not on the Liverpool card again. I know the Liverpool fans love him.
Yeah, I think the reason why we're at the exhibition centre is because Paddy's not on this card. Yeah.
Oh, has it moved as well? Is it? Oh, I thought it was still at the Echo.
No, it's not at the Echo. No.
Ah.
Looking forward to it, actually. You know, if it makes sense, then definitely, I'd definitely fight on that card. I'd love to see what the exhibition centre's got to offer. That's the beauty of being with these, you know, with production like Cage Warriors. Any place they're going to go, it's going to look amazing, and it's going to be a great experience. Like, so, I'm excited to see what they got to offer there.
Yeah, like you were saying, it's wherever they go, it's always electric. I mean, I was in Colchester in October for the Academy one for Cage Warriors Southeast. And I met Jason Radcliffe there, who was fighting at the Cage Warriors 99 Colchester card. And he was like, oh, is it going to be here? Like, is it really going to be in this venue? And I think it was only like 1,000-seater ticket sellout, but the whole place was packed to the rafters. And I spoke to him afterwards, and he was like, look, it was incredible. Like, even with only 1,000 people there, it was a sellout, and it was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I used to feel that at some venues as well, smaller venues, when you got the atmosphere there and you got everyone involved and really feeling it. You can have a crazy fight in atmospheres like that. Sometimes it's not really about the size of the place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The spectators make the atmosphere and make the fight.
Yeah. Well, I know you're a busy guy, and I've enjoyed talking to you as always. It's always a pleasure. I know you're going to let you enjoy the rest of your day. I look forward to seeing what's next from you. You can keep me up to date with what's happening. Hopefully you get on that Liverpool card and be there and present again to watch you fight.
I look forward to it, Scott. Thanks for everything, yeah. All the sport, and to anyone who's watching, thanks for your consistent support, yeah. Really passionate. I'm going to work hard from here now, all the way through, and hopefully things will keep going our way, eh? So thank you, everyone.
Good stuff.
Appreciate it.
Got any sponsors or anything like that? I know
most definitely.
List.
Animosity fight gear, as always. For my fight gear, fight clothes. Got Profound Performance over there. They're brilliant. Like, as soon as I got back from the fight, there's like $100 worth of Immune Boost Pro Immunity Vitamin C sachets ready for me. My local barber, Luke Williams. Hopefully go and see him this week, and I'm really there. And a massager. You know, honestly, he hasn't had much recognition, but I've got a massager in here. He's deep trigger point therapy and all that, and he's called Dan Brooks Sutton. And I swear to you, man, I've been training twice a day for 7 weeks, right? And I have had hardly no niggles, no pain. He's been working on my hip flexors, been working on my glutes, and it makes such a difference. Yeah, you wouldn't think it, but regular, and it's just made a hell of a difference. It's been a very easy, pain-free camp. So even to anyone who's not local and going to use my guy, if you're in the fight game, you need to be seeing one of these guys, like these trigger point, these soft tissue guys, because they're amazing. They'll change your camp. They'll change the way you feel in the morning. It's just aches and niggles is what slows a fighter down, and these guys, they keep your body needs looking after. Like, so big shout out to Dan Brooks Sutton. The guy is amazing. It blows me up. That's when you know someone's good, because it's a different thing every time, and it just blows you away. You're like, what have you done to me? Like, it's amazing work. Like, Feel Supreme, they've been same again, absolutely amazing. All my CBD oil and Himalayan Shalat, hemp protein. Them guys are brilliant. Yeah, really. I think combined with everything else, the CBD oils really kept me pain free too. What else have I got? Nutrition King, of course. All my supplements. Just trying to think of anything else. I think that's everyone.
Good stuff.
Nice one. I'll just show this big ass trophy I
Yeah.
got from
Good to see that big trophy.
too big to even be in the camera shot. Like. Thanks, Scott.
It was a great fight. It's always a pleasure talking to you, and I look forward to seeing what's next for you.
Nice one. Thanks to all my Hammer teammates as well. I look forward to seeing them after New Year's. Thank you. And my head coach, of course, Sean Martin.
Good stuff.
And one more person, Dave Jones from the newspapers as well. And Alex Mumbley. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate you backing, yeah.
Good stuff.
Amazing. Thank you, Scott.
Have a good Christmas.
You too, man. Happy New Year to you as well, yeah.
And you.
Ta.